So last time, the party picked things up after they did a bit of magic item shopping. And they split up, some people going to the library, some returning to the magic item shop, and Chance decided to hang out outside where he observed a bit of a conflict going on that eventually led to the party getting involved and determining that the seller of a local business, in fact, many local, has recently become coated in this viscous, slimy substance of unknown origin. In sort of, I don't know, I guess an attempt at connecting things, an inquiry, I think is the right word was made with the guard. And eventually the was able glean a little bit of information.
You're cutting out really bad for me.
I am?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was just me.
Oh, okay. Well, Becca, can you say something real quick to see if I'm picking you up?
La 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 la.
Was that bad, guys?
Sounded fine to me.
Well,
Okay.
not bad. So.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do this. I just have it on auto sensitivity for vocal stuff now. All right. So magic item shopping, library, conflict, slimy basements, talking to the guards, who confirmed the whole. Oh yeah, there are definitely multiple people having this issue. And eventually, all of the investigation and kind of fact finding that you guys did led you to think that maybe there could be something going on in the sewers beneath the city. And so, with the help of one of the local guards, you found a sewer entrance, let yourselves down there, and it wasn't that long before you came across a group of about half a dozen humanoids, mostly human. Some of them, though, displaying the same translucent, almost transparent appearance that you saw on Blackwell's deceased contact. As Maya attempted to perhaps pursue a not-so-violent solution, Chance charged forward, killing two of them in quick succession. And so combat started and ended for just commoners. A previously unmoving form that was sort of in the middle of the group, just lying, apparently unconscious or dead, sprang to life, jumped into the flowing sewage stream, and disappeared for a moment before surfacing, looking very familiar to at least most of the party, as this is the same type of creature that you had encountered aboard the Umbra on the way to Helmfirth. All those weeks ago now, when you had just met Tormilla.
The clickety-clacky Titan dude?
Titan dude?
We're talking about the one that came on the boat with the crabs, right?
So not the crabs, but like when Togar was in his room asleep and got a knock at the door, and it was the girl, and then he opened the door and she like transformed into this crazy
Oh,
tentacle fish monster thing that then escaped.
yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. And the thing resurfaced, snatching up Togar's new owl familiar in the process, and then disappearing back under the water. And that is where we left off. So, what are you guys doing?
Produce flame.
He's in sludge.
Yeah, so if you'd like, I mean, I guess we're still technically in initiative. So, I believe this is accurate. So, Chance, specifically, what are you doing upon seeing the familiar get snatched up and the thing disappearing back under the sludge?
I believe I had already shot at it once. I guess I'll try to move towards where I last saw it.
Okay, that it would have just snatched the familiar up from that point right there.
Alright. I guess I'll just hold an action if it's in range.
Okay. Lilith.
Is this what is like here to fight?
A
Is the
fish.
creature still here?
Yeah, it's a fish creature.
Okay.
Yeah, it like just a second ago popped up out of the sludge and grabbed and ate Togar's familiar.
Almost next to you.
Okay, I misunderstood that.
Yeah, it popped up here. So,
Maya looks like Ray. Okay, so. Well, it is gone. I can't attack it then.
Wasn't there some light down here?
What?
Wasn't there, like... Am I supposed to be seeing something, Eric?
I mean, it's dark.
I thought we
Can,
had...
can everybody else can see, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's. Well, could the humans see? Wasn't there something for them to be able to see? Or were they just chilling out in the dark?
I mean, I definitely saw something last time.
You saw something last time. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to turn dynamic lighting off on this for now, but later on you guys will have to sort that out, just not in the heat of combat, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I'll just go and like investigate where it left from.
Okay. So, did you say where it leapt from?
Where it left? Did you say it like disappeared? I don't know where we are right now.
Okay. So you're in the sewers, and
Or I sorry, I don't know. It left into the sewers, right? Or like into the grossness.
Yeah.
yeah, basically, it hopped up right here to grab the familiar and disappeared then back under the sludge.
Okay, so can I just look around in the sludge and see if I can see it? Like I'm not getting in it, but from where I am.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, make a perception check. We'll say at disadvantage,
Alright.
but yeah, just trying to pick up on any sign of where it might be. Okay. Let's see here. So, yeah, I think you do see a little bit of kind of a disturbance in the normal flow of the sewage and sludge that kind of suggests that maybe it's still lurking right under that spot.
Okay, can I just try to Eldritch Blast that then?
Yeah, make an attack roll with with disadvantage, not advantage. Okay. And all right, so obviously the first one just goes in, and you don't see or hear any response. Just seems to have missed. The second one, you watch the beam of energy just blast from your hand and kind of force a lot of the stuff aside, and you can see the frame of this thing that you seem to have hit dead on
Yay.
and dealt some damage to. And for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to go ahead and put that there.
Oh god, it's even more
Phew.
horrifying the second time.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh,
What have you
no.
made? What have you done?
I just scraped up my laptop.
Oh, that sucks.
Why?
I have it on my lap because I have all the paint stuff on my desk, and I drove it against my desk on accident. I'm sad.
Yeah, so you do manage to hit the thing and at least give the others a decent idea of where it is. Attacks here are still going to be with disadvantage if that's what you're trying to do, but you have a good idea where it is.
Someone reach in and pull him out.
How far down is it?
It's probably sitting about 5 feet below the surface, so it's like down a spot, down one space.
We'll let the cat do the fishing.
Well, we have Thorn Whip, right?
If I have a climbing speed, can I hang from the bridge by my feet like a bat? Since I have claws on my feet too.
I mean, there would still be a check there, I think. There would definitely be a check there.
Does this sludge look acidy at all?
It looks like human and other waste.
Oh no, I'm not missing that.
We're in the sewer. What did you think it was gonna be?
Chocolate
Well-
and waffles.
I mean,
It's the river.
what's really in a sewer anyway? I mean, they're just designed for video games. Like, they don't actually
Yeah.
serve a purpose, right?
Monkey cat.
Monkey cat.
Yeah, hanging from your feet.
So, what's Chance doing? Or, well, Chance isn't doing anything yet. It's Lilith's turn, which just, I assume, is about to end, unless you want to put some distance between you and the thing.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So then, Bungdo.
So she is visible, correct?
She being the creature?
That
Yeah.
ain't a she. That's
Well, look, I say she because of the first time around.
Right.
It.
No, not
Yeah,
not
fuck.
visible. It's
Ah.
so like Lilith blasted the thing, and it split the sewage enough to see that the beam went through and hit, but then the stuff just like flowed back over the top. So you have an idea of its location, but you don't have a clear line of sight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ready produce flame,
Okay.
and then whenever she is visible, kaboom!
Okay. Gotcha. Maya.
So I can't see very much. But I think it came from this way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, you still can't see very much?
I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares by 5 squares.
what?
I have dynamic lighting turned off. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
This.
I mean, I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Wait,
Whoa, where'd you go?
let me just.
She's just like,
Apparent-
fuck this, I'm out. What?
No,
How are you up there?
no.
Where the
I
what?
apparently have to move myself around the screen to view it. So I
That
am.
makes
Oh.
sense.
Okay, hold on. So
No,
so-
I'm generating it.
turning that off. Oh, it's the advanced fog of war thing, I guess. But that shouldn't. If dynamic lighting is off, it shouldn't be doing that. But okay, that's fine.
There,
Whatever.
now I can see everything.
Okay.
Except, okay, I can't see other people unless I'm in their area, though.
Okay.
Hey!
There. That should be fixed now.
Okay, that's what I could see earlier. Okay, I'm gonna hang over by Lilith,
Yay.
Okay.
and if I see the thing within melee range, I will attack it.
Okay, so basically holding an attack.
Yep.
Or an attack action, actually. So like,
Yeah.
all the attacks you could do.
Yep.
You
Cool.
guys aren't adventurous enough.
I'm not sticking my fist down in there.
Yeah, you don't like to stick your fist into it?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, just beware of the poo-poo, you know? Anyway, Togar, what are you doing?
Evidently nothing. What the fuck is this doing? I am going to acid splash.
Okay.
Why is this not actually showing? I'm gonna try to just.
How has Roll20 managed to become even more broken as fuck?
Let me just get rid of it and bring it back. Yes, it's splash. Oh, son of a... I forgot I had my character sheet popped out.
Son of a bitch.
There we go. Did that work?
That seemed to work.
Alright.
Okay. So,
Just in this general area.
yeah. I mean, I think I'm going to have to give it advantage on the save because of the fact that there's 5 feet of sewage, like, concealing it. And, like, shielding it, basically. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and see how this shakes out. Dex save. Well, with that advantage, that is a dex save of 4.
We're dealing with a real speedy guy here, aren't we? Alright. So... I guess it takes 8 damage.
I think this creature has a name, and its name is Will Wheaton.
Yep.
Will
Double ones.
I mean, a 1 on the first one, and then the better of the 2 was a 3. So,
Ooh. Alright. Well, upon that, does stepping over these guys count as rough terrain?
no, I think if there were more than 1 in a space, it would, but as is, you're fine.
Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then bonus action 1, 2, 3. I'm not
Okay.
gonna move any further. And
Gotcha.
that'll end my turn.
All right.
And I'm gonna shake my fist at it and say, "You bastard! You ate my owl!"
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
Gotcha. All right. So,
Did you pay for that owl?
no, he stole it.
Indeed.
All right, so you all hear this horrendous screech emanating from about the same point that you were all just focused on under the sludge, and it starts as this whining sound, and then as it continues, it just gets louder and more piercing by the second, and I need all of you to make wisdom saves.
Ooh.
Wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I hope I saved.
4 for a 4, huh?
Yep.
Oh no, is this
Hold
gonna
on.
be like Sunday? Where I'm the only one.
I would hope Bungo saves.
Okay. Cool. So, Togar and Chance, you are both stunned until until later.
Yep.
Frozen in place or like on the ground?
I would say it's like you are disoriented and basically incapable of taking any meaningful action. You're not on the ground. You're not paralyzed. You're
All right.
stunned. Okay. Then. Yeah, I mean, to be clear, you don't know where the thing is. I'm just leaving its visible token in the last known location. And I think that's it. So back to the top with Chance. You cannot do
Right.
anything.
Can't move or
Me-
anything?
Yeah, I mean, you're incapable of doing anything really. So I guess that's kind of it.
Next.
What was that?
I said next.
Yeah, next, Lilith.
Okay, so we probably don't know where it is anymore, 'cause it's been its turn. Can I just do another perception check?
Yeah, nothing's stopping you.
Yeah,
It is a disadvantage though, so keep that in mind.
yeah. I need to get my mouse on here. This is so difficult using my mouse pad. Oh.
That would be a new.
It has disappeared.
Oh.
Suddenly dark.
I will. I guess just hit somewhere. Oh, you know what I could do? Actually, I don't know if I could do that.
You could.
Could I?
I don't even know what you're trying to do.
Let me see if this will work. Would that work to see it?
It
Or is it,
might
it's
negate.
obscured, so.
It might make it glow because it sticks to. It's like a glow that sticks to you inside of it.
I mean, I think it would lower the DC of the perception check. It wouldn't be an automatic visual, but it would make things easier on you.
Okay, so y'all cast that, and then that's an action, so I shall not attack.
Okay, and where are you putting this 20-foot cube?
I'll do it these 4 in front of me.
Okay. Gotcha. So, actually,
10?
What?
uh,
Well, I mean, like, yeah, the directly in front of me is 10, but
Ooh, so like this by that.
yeah. So like,
You would catch Bungo in it.
yeah. Is that what you're going for?
I mean, it's not gonna hurt him.
Bungdo just lights up like a Christmas tree.
That's fine.
Why would
You're
she catch?
glowing in a violet light now.
Why would she catch Bongo? I'm confused.
'Cause it's a 20-foot cube, and she said right in
Yeah.
front of her, so that's 20 by 20.
Well, no,
Well-
this is 20.
Yeah. So hold on. Before we.
4 squares should be 20. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's
it's
20.
it's like that.
Oh, okay, that one. My measurement tool is messed up. Oh,
It starts in the middle. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
motion. Gotcha.
So, you do that, and well, there is now a glowing area of what was it, violet light? You said.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a thing.
Yay. And we can, like, the creature is glowing, or is it just the whole area?
Well, nobody has succeeded on a perception check to find the creature yet.
Okay, yeah.
But were they to attempt it, it would be easier, assuming you hit it.
I always assume I hit.
All right. Any movement?
No.
Okay. Bungdo.
Oh,
I'm going to do a perception check to see if I can find the monster.
You make that perception check. And it is still with disadvantage, but it's just a lower DC. So go ahead and roll one more time. All right. Let's see. Okay. So you do not see the creature.
Mother fucking creature.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Keep produce flame ready.
All right. Maya.
I'm gonna see if I can see the creature.
Okay. All right. So, again, not really being able to see the creature per se, nor a glow coming off of it, you are still able to pick up on the fact that the flow of the sewage is a little disrupted in a particular place. That particular place being right there.
I want to point it out. I want to yell, Bungo! It's Bungdo! It's right in front of you.
Does Bungdo hear her?
Yeah. I'm not going to be that asshole who's like, make a perception check to hear somebody like 20 feet away talking to you. Probably yelling to you.
So, saying that I know where it's at, do I fire now or wait until I can see it?
I will leave that up to you. And here are your choices. You can fire now with disadvantage, or you can wait until it's okay, cool. All right. Anything else from Maya?
I mean, that was my action, so no.
All right. Togar.
Since I relatively know in the general area, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost. Never mind. That spell's fucked up too. Don't know why. I'll fix that real quick.
Roll20 probably rolled out some update that fucked everybody's shit up. As they are wont to do.
Alright, let's try this again. I'm gonna, hit that creature.
Yeah.
And It also has its movement speed is reduced by 10 feet as well.
Good to know.
So, and then I'm just going to take a step. Oop, wrong way. I don't know why my thing stuck to my mouse. That was weird. All right, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then that will end my turn.
Okay. So then that will bring us to the creature. So it comes up, breaking the surface, at which point Bungdo gets to do his thing.
Spiels.
Yeah, yours is broken too. You got
Everything is fucking broken.
It seems like it's damage dealing cantrips.
At least from what we've seen so far.
Do you recall
Unless you have
what
the-
Produce Flame was?
I mean, you can just re-add it.
Ah, God, but I'm not good at that.
Well, okay, you got your character sheet open, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
And everyone is online. Just Google it.
You literally just have to drag and drop now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can drag and drop. You know that, right, Phil?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
Well, I have the old character sheet, so I can't.
Well, you should fix that. Damn.
All right. So yeah, it breaks the surface, and Bungdo chucks this little fireball right at its face as the kind of horrifying mouth is opening up from side to side, and it eats this little fireball, and keeps flying up out of the water to make a couple of attacks against Bungdo. The first one being a grapple attempt. So I would like Bungdo to go ahead and make either an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah. All right. And so the thing grabs you and sinks its teeth into your neck, or attempts to. Well, I guess we'll see. What's your AC?
12?
Okay, so this just hits. And so you watch as the thing comes up out of the water, gets smacked in the face with the fireball, but still manages to finish what it was doing as it grabs Bungdo by the shoulders, latches its teeth onto his neck, and takes a big bite. It is then going to attempt to use what remains of its movement to submerge with its grappled prey. So I think what we'll do here is, Bungdo, go ahead and make a, let's call this an athletics check to try and basically stand your ground.
Picks him up like a teddy bear.
All right. So yeah, you watch as Bungdo is dragged down into the sewage and disappears beneath the surface.
The sewer poo eat you.
I could turn into a giant squid.
You could, yeah. I was gonna say Bungdo the shark might, or Bungdo the gator.
Gonna breathe in sewage.
Bungdo the gator then. Sewer gator.
Oh, also, Bungdo, you would have taken 7 points of piercing damage from that bite.
7 points. What is it? A fucking Nerf gun? 7 points? Sure. Here we go.
He could be a anaconda.
It's a fish.
All right, and for simplicity here, I'm gonna go ahead and put Bungdo there, just so we all remember he is
Swim, swim.
swimming in the poo poo.
So,
Yeah, and I think that's gonna do it for this thing's turn. So, Chance, what are you doing?
Are they submerged under completely?
Yes.
I'm not getting in that.
Perception check.
I'll move to that side, just in case.
You got a bow. Shoot it.
I'll ready my bow.
Okay, so just in case it comes back up.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So, Lilith, what are you doing?
okay. So, oop. I'm gonna move over here if I find the thing. And then I'm going to. Oop. This might be dangerous, but I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it where they were.
Okay. All right.
Who needs
So-
to see?
Yeah, no, Lilith just chucks a couple of Eldritch Blasts down there, and yeah, it's pretty much directly below the spot on the map here that it's sitting on. And yeah, you hit twice,
Alright.
somehow managing to avoid hitting Bungdo in the process.
Well. Yeah, alright, that's it.
All right. Yeah, you just hear like the screech of the thing as you're blasting it. All right, Bungdo, you are submerged. Like if there was a time to use that saying "up shit creek," I think this is the time.
Roughly how deep are the sewer waters?
Well, it's kind of hard to see given that it's all like brown and stuff. But
Based on general knowledge of sewers in the world.
go ahead and make a history check. Oh, knower of things. All right. In a city like this, it could be anywhere from 10 to 20 feet.
Indeed. Let me consult my handy dandy notebook.
Can I like see Bungdo?
No, he is currently submerged.
Any poop bubbles coming up?
Poop bubbles.
Poop
Yeah.
bubbles? You mean fart bubbles?
No, of Bungdo breathing.
Breathing.
Yeah.
You don't say water bubbles.
It's air
But
bubbles.
he wanted to say
I do.
poop, I think is the point.
Yeah, that was exactly my point.
How's that handy dandy notebook working out?
We decided that a bonus action. It's a bonus action for transforming, correct?
Yes. With
All
your
right.
circle, yes.
I'm gonna turn into a crocodile.
Yeah! Sewer crocodiles!
And then I'm using bite.
Just gonna bite it back. All right.
Yeah.
You hungry?
It grapples them. I'm grappling back because I'm a motherfucking crocodile.
Grapple back and death roll.
All right.
Oh, they
so
should have that.
I'm gonna move that token over there. Let's pull out a crocodile token.
Crocodilio.
You would be a crackadiddle.
Damn.
Yep. Big ass crocodile. Do we all see the big disturbance that is now Bungdo?
Yeah, I think you do notice kind of breaking the water in a number of places is just like the top of most of a crocodile, though the head is still kind of visibly preoccupied with something below the surface.
As soon as I see that, I'll say, "You done fucked up, Aaron."
All right, and let me make that attack. Bite attack. Boom. All right, that is just enough to hit. And so I guess we have a mutual grapple going on?
Da, da,
They're
da, da,
hugging
da,
with
da, 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 da. We're dancing.
Bungdo just wanted to show that he can grapple back.
He can bite and grapple back.
Yep.
You want to fuck on me?
All right. So yeah, Bungdo, you sink your teeth into this thing and get a mouthful of creature and other wonderful stuff. Yeah. Anything else?
No, that was honestly better than I had hoped.
All right. Maya.
Well, now there's this giant crocodile. I
Yeah.
can probably more closely pinpoint where this thing is.
Notably in my mouth.
I mean, like, I know the direction the croc is.
Nom, 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 nom.
I mean, yeah, I think it's reasonable. I mean, again, you don't have a direct visual, so if you're making a ranged attack, it'll still be at disadvantage, but you
I wiggle
have
my
an idea
tail
where
so
to
they
aim.
know which end is my tail.
I was gonna go over here and, I don't know, I guess try and hit it with my stick.
You and your monk shit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna run across the sewer water. And I shake my feet off a little bit afterward.
Is that a thing you can do? You can just run on water?
Yeah,
Yeah.
liquid surfaces. Without
Oh.
falling. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's at disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, because it's melee?
Well, no, it's still a disadvantage. I was saying ranged attack because I wasn't expecting you to like be sewer Jesus, but I forgot you can just be sewer Jesus.
Even if I wasn't, I could still cross and get over there anyways.
That is Maya's new nickname, Sewer Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I'd have to run a little bit, but. Anyways, 11.
Okay, that is just enough to hit. And so yeah, there's this like thrashing and just flailing around near the head of this crocodile as you see, every once in a while a tentacle or a stray limb come up, and you time it just right so as to smack down with your staff as soon as you see part of this creature come up.
Please no hit me.
Can I do this?
Yeah.
You hit it in a fun
Con
bone.
save. Yeah, you smack this like Lovecraftian atrocity, and it grabs its elbow, and it's like, ah.
Stings.
Ouchies.
Damn shit,
All right.
monk.
All right, so that's a 7 on the save. So yeah, you smack the thing, and it seems to go limp in the crocodile's mouth.
Cool. Well, I can hit it again. Oops, sorry. I was trying to change this, my modifiers.
It went limp and you're just gonna hit it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? It's still limp. It's stunned. Okay. Is it still a disadvantage?
I mean, I guess no.
Because I hit it and then I stunned it.
Yeah, so no. Because advantage and disadvantage are going to cancel out. And so, yeah, you smack the thing again, like splashing sewage all over the place.
Okay.
I uncanny dodge.
Okay. And is that it?
That's it.
Togar.
I'm gonna run over here, whip out the thunder cannon, and I'm gonna look at it, look down and say, "Smile, you son of a bitch," and I'm gonna shoot the shit out of it.
Literally.
That hits.
I mean, yeah, that hits.
All right, so it gets a little bit of that.
Okay.
Is it
Thunder
still
cannon
alive?
just parts the sewage.
Is it still
Yeah,
alive?
so there's this loud echoing, and you hear it reverberating for like a good 10-15 seconds after, just echoing down and back through the sewer. And there's this massive cannonball-like splash of raw sewage all over everybody.
Yes.
I definitely have my ears covered.
Well, your
And,
entire body's covered in something.
Except the inside of my ears don't have sewage in them. Because I covered them.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you hit the thing that's like it. You still can't really see that well exactly what kind of situation the thing's in, but I mean, Bungdo, you can feel that it's not exactly resisting at this point.
All right, I'm gonna follow up with a dagger throw anyway.
Okay.
Bonus action, just drop the gun and draw, and throw it. Just
All right.
stick it inside of it.
Yeah, and you do that.
I'll say, I think I got it, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay. This thing's turn goes by uneventfully. Chance.
Is it still limp and disadvantaged?
I mean, it doesn't seem to be fighting Bungdo, whatever is going on. So yeah.
Just for good measure.
Okay. So you shoot it.
And then I will wait.
And
See what
sneak attack onto that.
Okay.
Might as well. Let's just add insult to injury.
Okay, guys, I just want you to know that this is like when somebody gets really freaked out by a spider and they smash it like 20 times after the first one was like plenty.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I want to make sure this fucker doesn't come back.
So, Lilith, what are you doing?
I mean, when you say it goes limp, like, it's unconscious, right?
No.
I mean,
No,
I
I'm
stunned.
pretty sure it's dead.
Oh.
He's dead.
It was stunned, but I mean,
Now,
It is
now
karma
it's
stunned.
beyond stunned.
yeah, I'm not gonna hit it again. 'Cause that's kind of crazy. I will get a little bit closer to it, though.
okay.
And I'll try to
Hit it
get.
again. Hit it again.
I'm not gonna hit it again, but I am gonna get, like, shake and get the nasty sewage water off of me. Oh, actually, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation to get
There you
it
go.
off of me. That's my turn.
Yep, that's one of those times, and that really comes in handy.
Yep.
All right, Bungdo, the crocodile. You have a limp fish monster thing in your mouth.
I
What are
don't
you
let it
doing?
go. I climb out. I climb out with it in my mouth, and I carry it along like a cat with a trophy bird.
So you're just gonna leave it at one of our doorsteps?
Yeah.
I will back this up that alligators and crocodiles can climb fences, so that's probably not outlandish.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. So, just for clarity, is Bungdo just continuing like deeper into the sewer, the same direction you guys were going? He just hops out and starts walking like nothing happened.
I mean, if we still need to go deeper, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess for the time being, Bungdo hops out and starts strolling down the path. It's really a tight squeeze here, so you kind of have to like almost do a crocodile sobriety test, just to keep your feet on the pathway.
Crocodile sobriety test.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that's good. So that I think will officially bring us out of initiative.
I read
And so,
I want to ask Lilith to help me out.
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
I also do it to anyone else or everyone else. I don't care if they want it or not.
Okay.
all right. So here you are in a sewer surrounded by dead commoners and a dead fish creature.
I'm just going to walk along behind Bungdo. I'm going to kick all the commoners on this side into the sewer.
Oh my god.
I'm just going to, like, as I'm going by, just kind of kick them into the shit. To try to dispose of the bodies.
Okay.
We will never hear.
And then as long as nobody says anything, I'm going to go to this side and throw those in, too. Okay.
When he finishes, I'm just gonna do like a slow clap.
And I'll just walk over here and kind of wait for the rest of the group. Because I can't really go off map.
Yep. Okay. So, I mean, what's the plan, you guys? As this whole thing is just wound down, I mean, it sounded like Maya was going to follow them deeper into the sewers somewhere, but you guys never saw where that was. So, I guess it's time to decide what the next course of action is.
Well, Bungdo's already going deeper, so...
Deeper into the sewers.
Yeah.
Following the giant crocodile.
Let's go.
Follow
Yeah,
the
I pictured
crocodile.
us just all like shrugging and just following the crocodile.
Yep.
You have shit judgment.
I mean, that's been proven before, so.
Well, hey, you're supposed to be the wisest motherfucker around.
Yeah, I am. Doesn't mean I'm not a dumbass.
True.
I'm not too unwise.
See, the thing with Bungdo is that he's very, very wise, but he also has the type of personality that will like allow him to just choose the most terrible choice because he can.
He's very wise, but he chooses not to use that wisdom.
He knows it's not a good idea. He just knows he can do it.
Fair enough.
He's like perfect.
All right.
No fuck.
So, as you guys continue on down the length of this sewer passage, you can see that over the next several hundred feet there are a number of branches that seem to lead out from this this particular expanse of it. Seem to branch off left and right. You think maybe down at the end you can see where this passage joins up with another one going perpendicular, so it'll eventually kind of turn into a T intersection. I guess I will just let you know of things as they come up. So first, you reach a path that branches off to your left. It seems to go on for like 60, 70 feet, something like that, before the flow of sewage is kind of obscured and you get the sense that it is running through some sort of chute that then feeds it into this passage. can see a metal grate over part of the sewage line here. And that's about it. Would you like to investigate this or keep moving?
I guess, what is Bungdo doing? Because you're kind of leading the party.
That's fair.
I sniff around it with the dead body in my mouth.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and I guess make a perception check with disadvantage, because, well, never mind.
He's got a body at the end of his snout. Like, he can't see shit.
Yeah, he can't see much, and everything smells like shit. So that's pretty reflective of the situation. Yeah, so you poke around for a second, don't find anything.
Alright, keep on going.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Okay.
I imagine him, like, doing the alligator high step when they, like, run, when, like, lizards run.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Just hauling ass.
Like a bulldog when they run, how they kind of, like, high step.
It's like
Yeah.
gonna slap-footed run.
All right. So you continue on another, 50 to 100 feet. There's another passage, branches off to the right this time. You can see, looking up the slight upward angle from your perspective. This looks like it leads to a large cistern. You can see a few like shoots of daylight kind of shining down from above. And I think you hear a slow kind of bubbling sound from up there.
I go towards it.
Okay. So you make your way along this narrow walkway, leading the way with your prize still in your mouth. You reach the top where things begin to level out and you can see around this circular chamber. And about 3/4 of the way, obscured in the muck and sludge that have collected here, you see a form not all that different from your own.
A crocodile?
Or something crocodile adjacent.
An alligator.
His sworn enemy.
My nemesis!
Like the forest gnomes of the reptile world.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean that's a thing, I guess.
Is it an alligator?
Make a perception check.
A crocodile perception check.
It's a
Crickety-doodle.
female crocodile.
Ooh.
You
What was
just
that,
see-
Becca?
It's a female crocodile.
Ooh.
You just see hearts on Bungdo's eyes.
It's the cost now.
Bring her your prize.
Oh! Bringing her some dinner.
All right. So I think with that check, Bungdo, you are able to discern that this thing is a little different from what you might expect to see from either a crocodile or alligator. A small patch of the top of this thing's head is considerably less covered in filth, and it has almost a yellowish hue to the skin. And as you're looking at it, you could swear you saw a little flash of movement somewhere kind of far off to the side, suggesting either there's something else in there with it, or that there's more to this thing than maybe first meets the eye.
My crocodile senses are tingling. I just stop and look at it with the trophy still in my mouth. And I let out a bellow.
Bellowing crocodile. Okay.
Good bar name.
There you go. For hey, maybe you guys just found your bar name.
Yeah.
That's
That's fucking amazing, isn't it?
Bellowing crocodile.
So like, how closely would everybody else be following Bungdo, you think?
I'm as close as I can get without getting tail swiped.
I'm probably like 10 feet back.
I'm
Same.
with Lilith.
Okay.
No, I guess I'll be I'll be in between everyone.
Okay. And Chance, where were you?
Probably 10 feet back as well.
Okay. Is everybody on the same side, or are you splitting it up?
Oh, I would want to be on the same side.
Plug it in, plug it in.
I thought you meant the side of the crocodile at first. I was like, I'm not walking next to it.
Yeah, no. Like, there's a left and a right side as you're kind of making your way along the passage. Right now, I have everybody on the right. Is that fine, or did somebody want to be across the way?
You know what? For me, I want to be across instead. I realize now following behind him is not a good idea. I don't want to get tail swiped. So,
Okay. Cool. So,
I enjoy
Bungdo. Okay. Bungdo the crocodile lets out a reverberating bellow as the limp body of the creature just kind of slops out of his mouth. And I think it takes a moment, but after the echoing of Bungdo's roar dies down,
I think the body back up.
Okay. The other creature begins to visibly almost glide through the water in Bungo's direction.
can I see it?
Yeah, make a perception check to see what all you see.
What the hell did... Oh, there we
Can I do that as well?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Chance, looks like a crocodile.
go.
Let's have my bow in hand.
Love it looks like a crocodile. It looks like a crocodile.
Bellows like a crocodile, walks like a crocodile, it's a crocodile.
Alright, out of curiosity, do you guys see anything if I do this? Wait for it. That.
I don't see shit.
No.
Nothing happened.
Okay, cool. So I gotta bring you over to the map then. Which I will do now.
Meow.
Except I think I need to give Bungdo crocodile vision. So give me a minute for that.
Crocodile vision.
Crocodile man.
What the fuck is that?
You don't know. It's a crocodile.
Looks like a crocodile. And let me assign
I can't see. I can't see.
you will in a second.
Yeah, because I
My
can't.
nose is blind.
Keep your pants.
Yeah, has anybody done anything to address the lighting situation, by the way? as you've progressed down the tunnels?
I knew I could see last time, so there must have been like a torch or something.
I have dark
I
vision.
think there was.
What'd you say, Eric?
I said I think there was, but
Well, can I have picked up
Ultimately-
the torch in Mage Hand?
sure.
Okay.
So
Mage Hand is floating like... Meow. At that point. Or is that within 20 feet? I think it's 30 feet of me. So yeah, it's floating like right there.
Please hold. Preparing crocodile vision.
Are everyone's tokens supposed to be like faded for me?
Oh god, Bungo's not even there anymore. Bungo's lost. Bungo is scared. He's so
There is no
scared.
Bungdo. There is only crocodile. Okay. Yeah. So, to everyone except Togar and well, kind of Bungdo, this creature looks like a crocodile. Togar, you are able to make out some more pronounced features of the thing that suggest, were it not obscured by several feet of filth, it would probably look something like that.
Like what?
Are you moved? You should be, like, seeing a thing.
I am not seeing a thing.
Why the fuck aren't you seeing a thing?
I mean, I roughly see it, but...
Yeah, it should have, like, expanded on your screen and stuff, but I guess it didn't.
Oh. Let me zoom out and see. Nope. I didn't know if it would pop up on... Like, actually on the thing. And-
Alright. Well, anyway. It is a large, stocky creature with kind of a larger mouth than a crocodile, with longer, sharper-looking teeth, and it seems to have a few tentacles branching out from its, like, the trunk of its form. And you could swear that you saw the end of one of them blink at you.
Ugh.
Have I ever seen anything like this before?
I
Or
can't
heard
think
of
of a situation where you might have seen it, but I guess go ahead and make a history check to see if you've heard a story
Alright.
from your adventuring customers. I don't know, like, people don't really deal with these a lot, so probably not.
Alright, I'll say, I'll just say, that ain't a crocodile. Or an alligator.
And it kind of glides through the sludge to about there. And
Oh, what the fuck is that?
I need to do one more thing because reasons. This is a good thing. It'll help you guys. Okay. Okay, so there should be like some light now coming from that torch.
Negative.
Negative.
Seriously, roll 20?
Affirmative.
I still don't see myself.
Hey!
Oh, there it goes.
Nothing changed.
Oh, one of those things.
Yeah, one of those things.
I don't
Alright,
know what that
hold on. How's that? Can you see
That
your crocodile self?
Much better.
Okay.
The fuck is that?
That's your new friend.
Where's Lilith?
Alien crocodile.
I'm right behind you.
She's an
Oh,
imposter.
God. Why is Lilith so faded?
Not for me.
No, she's fine for
Yeah,
me.
I
It's
can
it's it's
barely
it's the
see.
dynamic lighting advanced fog of war thing.
But I see everyone else clearly.
Because we're in the
That's
light.
because there's a torch by the creature. So you're kind of on the outskirts of the light.
Oh, okay. Well, Lilith, you are one with the shadows.
The shadows are one with me.
So, as the thing kind of makes its way through the sludge toward Bungdo the crocodile and gets very close. Is Bungdo doing anything?
How close is close?
So you're standing on the walkway with this body in your mouth, and it is like if you were to walk off, you would practically land on the thing's snout.
I dropped the body on its head.
Okay. So you drop the body, and it kind of like lands and slides off one side of the thing's snout, and in one swift motion, it just sort of like snaps the thing up and begins to just devour it.
So they weren't friends.
So it would seem.
But I say that out
And-
loud. Like Toger says that.
And yeah, you just watch as the thing is grinding up and tearing apart this body. And I mean, if you guys are willing to just sit and wait and watch, it'll eat the whole thing.
I get uneasy and I ready my bow in case.
Okay.
You already an Eldritch Blast?
Do I speak crocodile?
Do you speak
Um, there's the question.
I use animal handling. Well, it's not a spell, but I try and befriend it.
Do you have speak with animals? That's a spell.
I
Gotta
mean,
have with animals.
He can't cast though while he's a crocodile.
He can
but
get
the
out
other
of
thing's
the
a crocodile too. I actually don't know if I have it.
You gotta
Nah, I
have
totally
some
don't.
You don't have any kind of animal spell?
Do you realize how many times we've come in contact with an actual animal in this
Yeah, but
campaign?
you're a druid.
Like twice. What? True or not, I still have to like tailor it to what I expect.
You see a raven so often.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking
That's an
talk to it.
animal. What?
You can talk to it.
Why would you not want to talk to Aletha?
Can you talk to it?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't need to.
She's lonely sometimes. She wants more people to talk to.
Jesus Christ. Alright, you know what? Next time I will bring talk with animals.
Thank you.
Then your raven and I are gonna become best friends. I'm gonna turn into a raven and we're gonna run away together.
What? If that's what she wants. If that's what will make her happy. I just want her to be happy.
Well, I use my crocodile charm to befriend this thing. Or I attempt to.
All right. Make a check of some kind. I guess we'll call this a charisma check.
Are you like seducing it?
No.
I mean, he's not seducing it.
I wouldn't say that's the end goal necessarily, but I mean, you know, whatever happens, happens.
If, you know, push comes to shove, what happens in the sewers stays in the sewers.
Okay.
Bungdo becomes pregnant.
What a twist!
All right. So I mean, your gesturing and noises, at least doesn't seem to anger the thing. Hasn't attacked you.
And just for clarification, I said befriend, not befuck. Okay, it's friendship.
I'll
Good
be-
That's
term.
the way to fish.
I'll be friendship, not I'll be fuck ship.
I'm definitely gonna steal befuck at some point, though. Okay. I mean, it seems okay with the fact that you're there.
I mean, it looks like it's the end of a sewer, so we could just kind of turn around and go.
Yeah.
I'll say, do you speak common?
Oh my god, he does.
You watch as one of the tentacles kind of turns, and you see now a row of 3 eyes, all kind of blinking, in succession, just across the tip of the tentacle.
That's
Turns
cool.
its attention over to Togar and kind of glides its way across the sewage to there.
Oh,
You watch one of the tentacles really it comes up out of the water and kind of cranes over, looking at Togar from all different angles, kind of sizing him up.
This tentacle, how big is it compared to me?
Tentacle sized.
Big enough that if you were to theoretically throw down, it could probably pick you up.
Right. I'm going to just be on edge, but I'm not going to make any sudden movements.
Okay.
I'll just kind of stand there in a non-threatening posture, letting it look me over.
Okay.
can I bonus action hide?
What, behind Togar?
I want to slink up against the walls and walk away.
I mean, there's nothing to hide behind, so
He wants to become a chameleon.
Yeah, sure. Now he wants to be stealthy.
all right. So it continues moving its tentacle, looking over Togar. And with 2 lightning quick motions, pulls its other tentacle up out of the water and launches both toward Togar in an attack.
Alright. I will, well, I guess roll initiative, but...
Yeah, so let's resolve all of the stuff that happens here, and then we'll get into initiative.
Oh.
So, first attack is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So you are now grappled,
Alright.
and you take and you take 15 points of damage total, 9 bludgeoning and 6 piercing, as it has sharp barbs along its tentacles. Second one, however, misses, and so even with you grappled, it just seems to have flung them both forward in an attempt to just grab you as best it could. Then, now that you are grappled, it pulls you closer and attempts to take a bite out of you.
Oh boy.
And that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit. I'm
You
gonna
take...
uncanny dodge this.
Okay. So the initial damage is 17. So if we round that down, that's going to be 8. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Okay. So you are now considered poison in the traditional D&D sense that you have disadvantage on a bunch of shit.
Yep.
So dwarves have
Um,
advantage against poison.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
So I have just advantage on it, and then resistance to poison damage.
Okay.
That
Yeah, it's not going to do any. It's not going to do any poison damage, but a 7 is still not going to succeed.
Nope.
And so you are poisoned. And yeah, I think that's it for that go. And so it is time for me to pull this up, clear the old initiative.
I don't have a chance to do a thing, do I?
No, because it's. I mean, that's how it works. An inciting action happens, and then we roll initiative. So I'm going to roll for Bungdo here because I want to use his token and his initiative in case stuff like changes or whatever.
Yee.
Okay. So Bungdo, and I guess I'll just pull him off map and then put him technically on the map, but we're only using the Bungdo token for initiative. There we go. Token layer. Cool. And then roll for this thing.
Please be lower than me. Please be lower than me.
All right.
They all roll really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Maya, as you see this happen, what are you doing?
Okay. Can I run? I mean, I'm assuming I have to jump over them being attached here.
I
Is that a thing?
don't know what you're saying.
Okay, so it is eating Togar.
Yeah, okay. Your token location didn't update, so you were just saying things, and I didn't see anything moving. Okay, so, yeah, I would say you probably would have to make, let's call it an athletics check.
Can I instead do an acrobatics check and straight up walk across, run across them and end up here?
Sure, give it a shot. Okay. All right, so yeah, you run across the top of the sludge and kind of bank off of the tentacles for just a second before kind of bouncing off and situating yourself on the walkway next to Togar.
Okay. And it has Togar grappled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to ungrapple Togar?
Yeah, go ahead and
Use my... I guess try to lever its mouth open so he can get out.
well, Togar is still grappled by a tentacle.
Oh, we'll try and rip the tentacle off.
Okay. So yeah, make. I mean, for you, this has to be an athletics check because you're not the one trying to wriggle out. So, okay. So yeah, you are able to pry the grasping tentacle off of Togar after he's been latched onto and chewed on and is now looking a bit green around the gills, so to speak. But he is free, and there's that.
Okay. I feel like that was a lot for me to do, so I just run across Bungdo, up its body, grabbing the tentacle and ripping it off Togar and landing right there on the edge.
All right.
That's my turn.
Cool. So, Togar, what are you doing then?
Where exactly am I? Am I still on the platform?
Yeah, we'll say you're still on the platform.
Okay. Is it within melee distance? technically still, or?
Yeah.
All right, You're gonna just see me just pissed off. I'm just gonna pull out my dagger and just try to stab the tentacle.
Okay. All right.
We'll say that's not how you treat friends.
All right, and stab the tentacle you do.
Right in the eye.
Okay. Yeah, for flavor, you
Yeah.
do nick one of the eyes, and you see like some nasty, nondescript fluid coming out of it. Okay.
And
Anything
then
else?
bonus action, disengage, and I'm running.
Okay.
I'm just gonna retreat back to. Let's go there. And I'll just
All
say,
right.
"Ow!" And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Chance. Are you muted?
Yes, I was. I would like to try and attack it with my bow.
Okay. Yeah, you attack it with your bow, and you hit it for 11 points plus 8. All right. 19 points of piercing damage. Got it.
I know I can do 2 attacks with daggers and stuff like that. I can't remember if I can do with a bow.
Nope. I don't think so.
Uh,
You're wrong.
oh no, okay. Then that's the end of my turn then.
You could
Okay.
re-stealth.
Am I able to hide?
I mean, not really.
Back up 5 feet then.
Okay. All right. Bungdo, the crocodile, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna bite it.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's +4.
You should have access to the character sheet for that thing, by the way.
The crocodile sheet?
Yeah. So hold shift and double click your crocodile token.
Oh.
Cool. All right. So a 7, unfortunately, is not going to hit anything. So you snap, and your teeth kind of like slide off the slippery, sludgy exterior of the creature. Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. So I think you watch as one of the tentacles reaches out, and I think it's the one that's now missing an eye, and it looks over toward Togar. And Togar, in your head, you don't hear a voice, but you get a feeling that suggests, well, something's trying to impart at least a vague idea to you.
All right.
And that vague idea is that I won't do it again. And as you kind of get that quick pulse in your head, the creature begins to submerge itself and visibly back away from the group.
All right. I will. Oh, I guess I can't say anything.
Yeah, not. I mean, yeah, kind of not yet.
Okay.
But Maya and Bungdo, if you want, you could take opportunity attack backs up.
I can't use my reaction to yell, can I?
I'd allow it.
All right. I'll say. I think this thing just told me it's sorry.
I am very confused by his statement, but I'll let it back up.
Bungdo? Oh, he's gone.
He went to grab water.
Yep.
Guess he had to wash the taste of shit out of his mouth.
You know why?
He's literally been eating shit.
Of all the episodes to play the you eat the poo poo video.
Yep.
Like really?
Yes, sir.
I wonder how long does it take one fill to grab water?
One fill to
Well,
fill.
I mean, he
with
has to
water.
go all the way out to the ocean. That's why he's so salty. He drinks salt water.
Yeah.
Saltwater Phil.
Saltwater cricketiddle.
He is a saltwater crocodile. Man, that thing is fucking
Alright, if
wicked
he's-
looking.
Yeah, if Phil's not back in like the next 20 seconds, we'll just roll with it. Phil.
Rip.
Do, 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 do.
I like how the
All
thing
right.
like eyeballed me and just fucking swiped me and took a bite.
You look delicious. What was it supposed to do?
I don't know.
Alright, I am back.
Hey.
Ah,
All right, so Phil,
Sorry,
The,
it's like
um,
90 million degrees in here, so I did ice water.
yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. So the thing just turned its tentacled eye toward Togar, and as it did that, Togar basically shouted out to the party, I think it just tried to tell me it's sorry, and then it started backing away. And if you want, you can take an opportunity attack as it backs away, or you can let it go.
I let it go.
Okay.
I understand the plight of the creature in the deep, never knowing who's friend or foe. Must be so lonely. I think I'm in love.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
Just
I don't know
retreats
if
back. It retreats back to pretty much the same position you found it in, just sort of floating there in the water, just barely peeking above the surface. Doesn't seem to be doing anything to continue the conflict.
so yeah, I guess let's turn back. This is a dead end.
Yeah, it's almost like I said that before, and then Togar said something.
Except you were a crocodile, so we could not understand.
Fair enough.
And you're still a crocodile, so we still don't understand.
I just imagine Bungdo getting upset because no one can understand him and him not realizing he's speaking in crocodile.
What do frustrated crocodile emotes look like? Because I really want to know. That's a thing I want. But anyway, yeah. So I guess that pulls us out of initiative, and so you guys are venturing back down the tunnels, and yeah, I'm gonna pull you back to the city screen here, just because it's a little more resource friendly. But yeah, so you make your way back to the main line you've been following thus far. And it looks like there are a couple more branches before you would potentially reach this T intersection thing. There's another small extension off to the left, very similar to the first one that you kind of poked around in for a minute and then left. That's the first one that you come across. Would you like to do anything there or just keep going?
Is there anything down that?
Looks like a short run of flowing sewage leading back to presumably a pipe somewhere below the or like beyond the visual scope here. There's a metal grate that seems to suggest that there's probably another covered portion that goes on a little bit beyond the stone wall that you're looking at. But beyond that, it's pretty nondescript.
How covered in sewage did the commoners look?
Pretty covered now.
That's why I asked in the past tense.
I mean, like, they weren't covered in it, but there was certainly some on them.
Oh, okay. But it's not like they crawled through sludge on a daily basis, so.
I mean, crawled through, maybe. Submerged themselves, probably not.
Okay.
So as we're walking back, I'm gonna say, all right, guys, what the fuck was that thing? Does anybody have any idea? Has any of you ever seen that thing before?
Well, they don't inhabit the desert, so no.
Bungdo makes a comment in crocodile.
Great. The one and only person that we can actually might know what it is a fucking crocodile.
I want to hear a crocodile laugh at this point.
Okay.
Can I make a stealth check to be quiet?
Sure.
No, make a stealth check to be loud.
Yes.
You are quiet. So, yeah, nothing really to be seen down that left passage. Yeah. Go ahead.
How far away was that thing from everything else?
That thing.
The crocodile thing from like everything that else that happened.
Oh, like, for example, where you met the commoners and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, it probably would have been, all told, probably something like a quarter mile.
Oh. All right.
Okay. So, yeah, you continue on, and assuming there's nothing you'd like to engage with down at the presumed, like, intake point for more sewage, you continue on to a point where you see another branching section to your right. And yeah, it seems to go up again, much like the path to the cistern did. But this one curves around to the right, kind of eventually curling out of your line of sight. So it's kind of difficult to say much of what's going on up there other than there's sewage flowing down into this line that you're tracing.
Roughly, are we anywhere near where the like those basements were?
You're getting reasonably close. I mean, I would say it's difficult to really gauge, but if you had to guess, you'd say you're probably at least within a block or so.
All right. I will walk over to. I'm still poisoned, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna walk over to Bungdo and say, "That thing did something to me. I don't feel good. Can you do anything about it?"
Oh, right, because we don't have Trogdor to do this restoring stuff. Fuck me. Alright.
Who's that again?
He was some asshole dragonborn.
You hear what sounds to be a resounding sigh of annoyance come from the alligator.
Yep.
Or crocodile, whatever. As I turn back into Bungdo and cast. Let me find the name of the spell.
Lesser restoration.
Shh.
Plot twist, he casts
Lesser
Blight.
restoration. Oh boy!
He casts Blight. I collapse. Bungdo goes there.
Fight
all
fire with
fixed.
fire, right?
All fixed. Your Blight would probably one shot me too.
All right. So yeah, you cast Lesser Restoration on Togar, and Togar, you feel the influence of whatever that thing introduced to your system fading, and in a matter of seconds, you're feeling yourself again.
Alright, I'll say, well,
I say stop doing that in front of everyone.
I see what you did there.
what, wait, what?
Okay, 3 people get it.
You said you're feeling yourself again.
Oh,
I didn't hear it the first time I was eating ice cream.
That is a good excuse.
I'll say, well, I know the rest of you aren't too banged up, but I'm... on a scale of 1 to 57, I'm at 34. so we might want to stop and take a short rest so I can bandage my wounds.
Okay.
I guess if we have to wait for you.
Or, nah. I guess if somebody else lead at the very least.
I mean, I would get a slight bonus if we rested, if you really want to.
I think Bungdo could get a benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually
Yeah.
that was exactly
How
what I
do
was.
you look? Well, on a scale of 1 to 62, I look like about a 19.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was going with there.
None of us had guessed.
So short rest.
Sure.
Okay. So, are you doing this in like one of the straight passages in this this sewer line, kind of between branches, or are you going to do so at the next branch, this thing that goes off to the right? What's the thinking?
Is there any part where it's wider at all, where we could all just kind of sit down on an area?
Like a little alcove.
Yeah, I mean, I think there might be a few little spaces along the sides, maybe for maintenance purposes or something, that offer a little more standing room. It's still not super roomy, but you can at least go more than single file and not worry about falling into the mess.
All right. And then, just out of curiosity, short rest. Can I take a short rest and still cast a spell? Or no?
I mean, like, what are we talking here? Because in
Fine,
theory, you
fine.
could just cast a spell. Oh, I think that might be separate.
Okay, then I will not cast Find Familiar. I will take my short rest.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, anybody who wants to roll some hit dice, go ahead and do that. Or, whatever other short rest stuff you gotta mark off.
Bungdo gets
I'm
a
good.
thing back. I get a thing back.
Is this seriously just rolling the same thing, or is it just fucking broken?
Keep rolling. See?
It says it's rolling a d8 every time.
Roll again. Roll again.
Nope. Okay, so it's not broken. Alright, that's good.
You just have bad luck.
I'm 2 hit points from max. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
So,
I can hear you trying to get your ice cream.
That's not me.
Why are you not trying to get your ice cream?
Yeah.
Why is someone else trying to get your ice cream?
Don't let someone get your ice cream.
Touch my ice cream.
I do believe
Bungdo
that is...
sends a stink eye across dimensions.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you all hunker down for at least a short rest, and you complete it uneventfully, you are still in the sewer, still trudging on to somewhere that you don't know. So, what's the plan?
Trudging
onward.
on.
In the sewer.
All
To
right.
some unknown location.
Okay. Sure would be helpful if you knew where that location was.
Yeah.
If there were like people to
It
lead you
would.
there and stuff.
We'll find it. We didn't need no people to show us through the mountain thing.
Yeah, it only took days for us to get through there. And then one of our party members died.
I mean,
Nothing wrong with that.
But yeah.
All right. So, continuing straight or turning right?
which way would get us closer to the basements? Or at least to the area of the sewers under the basements.
It's hard to say at this point. I mean, the distance you've been covering, like, yeah, it's hard to say. Like, you're not sure if you've already passed or if you're coming up on that area. You just know that you're generally kind of close to it.
Alright. But is it in which direction? Do we know generally what direction or no?
Above us. Possibly.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a few, like, gradual twists and turns along the way. Like, nothing overly drastic, but it's kind of hard to pin down exactly which way is which.
Gotcha. I'll look to Lith. Do you want to send your Raven down one of the paths to scout?
Fine, I'll send her down to die.
Hey, I already lost mine.
Oh, I just realized my thing was not correct. Okay, I'll send her down
Send her down to probably scout. What direction? Straight or right?
straight.
Okay. So Raven flies off, and I assume you're just like peeking through her eyes, kind of thing, as you want to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So
One.
at the T intersection, where your current path merges with perpendicular one, you see that this other one that you are about to reach is considerably wider than your current path. There are a number of branches leading away from that stretch of the sewers as well. And I assume you just want to take the time and at least check a little bit down each one, see if there's anything especially notable.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you check the first few, and you just seem to go on as these sprawling things are wont to do. And as you're about to bring the Raven back, you check down one more passage, and you see that there is a portion of the sewer wall that seems to have been broken away or caved in. And it seems to lead into some sort of hallway or cavern or something. I mean, it's up to you how far you want to explore that, I suppose.
Uh, I mean, a little bit more at least.
Okay. So you send the Raven in, and yeah, there is this kind of winding, rough-hewn natural stone hallway of sorts. It goes on for maybe 100 feet before the hallway itself ends, but then there's this kind of crudely carved out hole in the ground that you can see has the top couple rungs of a rope ladder kind of extruding from it.
Well, I know that my party loves rope, so I'm sure we want to go that way. I think I would be every time I send her to search, I like explain as she's doing it what I see.
Okay, so
It's
yeah,
not
what
like
I
a
just
report at the end, you know.
yeah. So everything I said, you guys heard basically.
You want to go explore the rope ladder?
Can we?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Was that like a May-we thing? Like, I don't know, can you?
Yeah, let's search it. Let's
Okay.
investigate the rope.
Is it rope?
Alright, we go down that way.
All right. So, yeah, you quickly make your way there now that you know exactly where you're going. And yeah, you've ventured down this crude little hallway, look down the hole in the ground, and it seems to go down for quite a distance. So much so that I think Lilith would be able to see the bottom, but nobody else would. And
we could turn into a bird and see it.
I guess he could if he wants to burn one of his wild shapes.
It's okay. He just got one back.
But yeah, it seems to lead pretty much straight down into a much more expansive chamber of like a cavern, of some sort.
Do
It's
we
kinda
want
all-
to go down the rope?
Yes.
I'm going down last.
Okay.
I'll go down first.
I merge with Elisa and I go down.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll start climbing down.
All right. Yeah. So Maya begins to climb down, and yeah, I mean it's kind of a rickety ladder, but it does the job. Doesn't give out on you or anything. And before too long, you are probably about 100 feet lower than where you were standing just a few seconds ago, and you're in a dark cavern.
Okay.
I mean, for simplicity's sake, everybody can make it down. There's not any significant risk of falling and hurting yourselves on the ladder. So
I perch
Once
on Maya's
everyone's-
shoulder.
once everyone's down, and those of you with dark vision have a second to take in your surroundings.
Take my
Um,
surroundings indeed.
I do still have the torch
Okay.
with Mage Hand.
Okay. So yeah, you can at least see a portion of the room.
Yeah.
This chamber that you've climbed down into seems, I mean, obviously it's not a part of the sewer system, though it looks like there has been some leaking going on, and there's still that faint smell of raw sewage kind of lingering in the air down here. It's not nearly as overpowering as it was back up in the sewer proper, but it's still there. The cavern itself is large enough that from this vantage point, Lilith can't see the other side. And overall seems to be made largely of just natural rock. Somewhere a ferocious beast yips in the distance. Not really, just a barking dog in her sleep. Yeah, everything seems pretty still and quiet down here, but for the slow dripping sounds of moisture and possibly sewage somewhere deeper into the cavern. Pressing on.
Yeah?
Is this a natural cavern?
Seems like it.
Okay.
All right.
Press on.
Okay. So you continue on further. Probably for another few 100 feet before you see what looks like an exit. Another kind of rough-hewn corridor-looking situation. Like there's enough loose rock around to suggest that this has been carved out rather than just being a natural formation of the stone. And as you peer down the hallway, you all hear from off to one side just the quiet sound of someone going, "Psst. Hey, one of the fish people, are you?
Hey, listen. Wait,
Um,
is there anything fish people like that Bungdo could turn into?
You have to be a beast, so not really, no.
Fuck. All right.
I'll look at him and just wide-eyed and say no.
Okay.
What does
And
this
yeah,
fish look like?
as you look over to get a glimpse of this person, they are kind of short in stature, and as they kind of step out, revealing themselves a little more, you see a halfling female, clothed in kind of just rags, really. I mean, not out of place for something along the lines of a beggar, or kind of the rabble that you ran into that was apparently somehow with the fish people not all that long ago. Her face, and I mean just about everything, is kind of smeared with some combination of dirt and probably some of that sewage from upstairs, for lack of a better term. And she looks kind of malnourished. Like maybe she's been stuck in a predicament for quite some time. And she says, "You're really not one of them." Or, and she counts you, 5 of them.
I'll shake my head. No.
Are there 5 people?
Oh. Yeah. Me, you, Bungdo, Dogar, Chance.
I'm a raven.
Oh.
Cacao.
Maybe you're a fish raven.
We're all good. I don't know about this raven. It's kind of sketchy.
I'm a catfish.
Oh! Oh, good. I eat you then.
No, we are not fish people. We're actually investigating. And I'm whispering all this, but I am not going to try to stage whisper.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out what is going on here.
Yeah. And I mean, we can assume that all conversations here are pretty hushed,
Yeah.
I think. And she says, "Well, I can't tell you exactly what's going on, but there are people with and she makes a gesture to kind of suggest like the horrifying mouth that you saw on the fish person before.
Alright.
And like wiggles her fingers to simulate the tentacles. And she says, and they've stolen people, and I met one of my friends down here not too long ago, and it was like he wasn't him,
Yeah, we've met some of those.
You cut out for part of that. You said we
I
met
just said-
some.
I just said we met some of those. Villagers up top. The fish man killed them all.
And she says, "Well, I mean, what do you think you're going to accomplish down here?
Stopping whatever's creating these fishmen. They're really not that hard to kill.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
We're trying to kill the fish mom.
What do you know about the crocodile-like thing down? And I'll kind of gesture randomly, like, towards wherever it is. Like, down...
Over yonder.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not one of those people who believes in crocodiles in the sewers, are you?
No. Not
That's it.
until I
Bungo
got
turns back
attacked
into
by-
crocodile.
I just...
Okay.
I face palm.
I also bellow.
I hear, like, the just... Sploosh! And I just kind of face palm. I don't even turn around and look at him.
All right, yeah, I think as Bungdo transforms into a crocodile, you see the halfling like just scramble toward the opposite end of the cave, like, nope, fuck this, I'm out.
I'm holding my hand out. I'm like, wait. And I turn around and I'll summon Mage Hand and just kind of bop him on the nose with Mage Hand. Not hard,
Okay.
just, just kind of like, what the fuck, man?
All right.
Is the cave a dead end?
In that direction, you're not sure. So like there's the one exit that's kind of this rough-hewn hallway, and then off to the side that the halfling had called to you from, you can't really see the entirety of that wall.
Alright. Never mind then. Going to continue being the crocodile.
Okay.
How far away is she?
I mean, at this point, we'll say she's basically taken a move action and dashed, so probably like 50 feet. Well, plus the 20 or so she already was, so 70.
Shit. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use my movement to follow behind her. Bonus action dash. When I get within range, which I am, I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on her.
Okay, so as the bellow of the crocodile is still kind of dying down, echoing about the cavern.
As I cast it, I'm gonna just, as my vocal one, I'm just gonna say, wait, there's a funny story actually. And I'll cast it.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, get out of here. Do the thing. I believe in you, roll 20, kind of.
Sometimes, occasionally.
Kind of, sometimes, occasionally. Alright. So... yeah, you watch as the halfling just basically crumples where she is and begins just rolling around on the ground. Big, like, belly laugh.
At this point, Maya face palms because this is definitely not quiet.
Definitely not.
But it stopped her. So,
Okay.
Why are you trying to be quiet?
when I can, I will run over, and as soon as I get over and like get hands on her, I'm gonna just I'll drop the spell and put my hand over her mouth.
Because the last time we weren't quiet, we got attacked by a thing.
We were fine.
Okay. So yeah, you run over and clasp your hand over the halfling's mouth and drop the spell, and so she's like kind of gasping for breath, like
I'm
over.
letting her breathe. I'm not trying to suffocate her. I'm just trying to. keep
Yeah,
her
yeah. I
quiet.
mean, like I would imagine her nose is still free and stuff, but
Yeah.
just with like deep, heavy laughing, she's just kind of out of breath.
And I'll just say sorry, but I had no other way to stop you. He's an idiot. He's harmless. We're not fish people.
Yeah, and her eyes are like wide, just darting between you and the direction that the big scary crocodile is in.
Trust me, he won't hurt you. He can turn into a bear. He can turn into a rhino. It's cool, but he's kind of an idiot. So. And at this point, I guess, is she kind of calm? Or has she started calming down?
Yeah, I mean, she still definitely looks on edge, but I mean, she's not.
But she's not like trying to like struggle away to run away or anything, right?
Right.
I'm not holding her down. I'm just kind of by her.
Okay.
So at this point, I'll kind of stand up and take a step back and offer a hand to help her up.
All right. She says, and she kind of looks over in the general direction of the crocodile and says, "Can he turn into not an asshole?"
I don't think that's possible.
Unfortunately, I think
I
it's-
just, as a
only
crocodile,
animals.
can I understand them? They just can't understand me.
yes.
Correct.
I just shake my head no.
Okay.
I kind of chuckle and say, I mean, it is what it is, but he has his uses.
All right.
So,
So yeah, she just kind of gives him a stink eye, and
I give her one to rival.
of course, I would expect nothing less.
Fuck, it better not.
crocodile stink eye, though.
It's like a pun because you're in a sewer.
Indeed.
I just understood that.
All right. So, yeah, after the mutual stink eye, she kind of pulls herself together and says, "Well, I mean, how did you even get down here? The sewers are crawling with those things last I saw."
Well, those things, one of those attacked me on a boat a while back. And, long story behind that, but, we, actually happened to be sent here, on a mission to discover what was happening to the villagers that are... Sorry. The crocodile, though. But we were sent here to investigate what those people are turning into. And on the way, I ran into some obnoxious lady, and it seems both are leading to this direction.
Right. So the way's clear, though.
To get out?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. This,
It was when we went through.
yeah.
so-
All right. Well, then I guess I'd best grab my shit and get out of here while I can.
Do you have any other information? Anything you've seen or heard? Do you know what's going on?
And yeah, she's like, "Well, I mean, I can tell you what I've seen. You walk and talk." She's like
Yeah.
Now that she knows the way out is clear, she's like, oh, I'm gonna grab my shit and get out. Okay. So yeah, she like, begins hurriedly walking toward like the other end of the cavern. Same direction that she had like called to you guys from. Same direction she was running to before you stopped her.
Yeah.
And yeah, so and is everybody going, or like what's the thinking here?
I mean,
Yeah,
Might
sure.
as well.
just follow her.
Okay. Yeah. So you all continue that direction, and walking and talking. She's like, "Well, I mean, so like, I don't think it's a secret to the guards that a lot of us residentially deprived folk tend to hole up in the sewers from time to time, and well, apparently it wasn't a secret to some other things too. They started, well, disappearing my friends one at a time. Um, people that lived down here for weeks, months, some of them even a couple years, just disappeared over the last couple months. And I mean, what am I gonna do? I can't be outside in the winter and just freeze to death. So I had to take my chances, right? And I don't know. I'm just going crazy down here.
Well, this is your lucky chance, and I'm pointing to myself.
Oh god.
Wow.
She doesn't even get it because she doesn't know your name.
Yeah, she just gives you this look like, that's nice.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, he's the new guy. I really haven't quite understood what he means half the time, but
Yeah, she, walking, talking. Eventually, you get to like a corner of the cavern that you can see has been like walled off to a certain extent. There are like big piles of some of the larger stones that you gather were probably a result of carving out maybe that other passage, back where you were about to peek through or continue through or whatever. And so yeah, she leads you kind of beyond this barrier of broken stones to and kind of this like basically pile of rags and other stuff to that effect that seems to have been serving as a mattress. And yeah, she begins to kind of rifle through the rags, whatever other kind of junk has collected here over however long she's been staying. And as she starts loading things into this like kind of home-fashioned kind of like a just a cloth sack, really. And she says, well, I mean, I'm sorry I can't be that much of a help, but... And then you hear another voice from behind you. This one, a tall human male. He says, at least you were able to follow me back here. And you see around you, there's the halfling female. There's the male human now standing kind of back behind all of you. And seemingly from cracks in the ground, a couple more humanoid figures begin to materialize from some sort of fluid that seems to bubble up from the ground itself.
I'm pulling out my bow.
Uh, so are we all part of it? We're all in a group,
I
right?
turn back into a drow.
Okay.
I will draw
the
a.
wall
Oh.
so that no one can come up behind me.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw a kunai and hand it to her. At the same time, draw my dagger and just kind of get ready.
Okay. And I suppose it would be a good time to bring out a map and stuff.
Yes.
No, it would be a bad time.
So, let's see. Gotta move some stuff. Alright. This is kind of a complicated thing. So I gotta...
Well, if it's only kind of, it's not too hard.
Yeah, it's fine, alright. Okay. So... Okay, let me just grab all of your minis.
Well, we may not have been looking for another fight, but we brought a fight to us.
We had our chance to leave, then we blew it.
No longer.
Seems to be the story of this episode, right?
Yeah. the blown chances.
Well, we did leave
I would-
the thing alone.
The crocodile thing?
Yeah.
I still want to know what the fuck that thing was.
Space diddle.
Space diddle.
Eva Diddle?
Alright. You know what? This map is just not working out as I would like. So I'm going to make one quick change and pull this stuff to another one that I have sitting around. But first I need to clear all the wreckage off of that map. Okay. So there's you guys. And then all the peoples.
It'd be kind of cool to have your side of it.
Watch me scrambling to put together an accurate battle map of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch you squirm.
She said it, not me.
Okay, Maya, back to the wall. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm standing next to the halfling girl.
Okay.
I would be right next to Maya, so I was on.
That would make sense. Okay. And I would kind of picture Chance as generally in the back.
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
Okay.
Bungo the
And
gator.
yeah.
Bungo the dial.
All right. So that should mostly have us covered, I think. So let's hop over to a map. And let's roll some initiative, shall we?
So where's this man?
All right. Yeah, I'll do a quick bit of explaining here. So, the guy who showed up and said, like, finished the sentence basically, was here. Then a couple others seemed to almost flow up from cracks in the floor like semi-liquid beings before materializing into human shapes. Those are the ones here.
I am not
And-
seeing your pings.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I thought
Okay.
I had just
So,
missed it, but
Guy there,
Okay.
and then new ones there, and there,
Okay.
and halfling right next to you, obviously.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
Did the halfling look surprised that someone came in, or was it like,
Griff ears.
yeah, they?
Yeah, no, this was clearly an orchestrated ambush of some kind.
Okay.
And the mysterious dude who showed up perfectly finished her sentence.
Oh yeah, that did happen. So
That did happen.
She's a fish person.
I don't like her.
I mean, none of them look fishy, and none of them have like clear, slimy-looking skin either. Although they did seem to be made from some sort of slimy substance.
They're bandits.
Fish people paste.
They're murder
They're
hobos,
bandits.
literally.
Murder hobos. Yes.
Oh god.
I mean,
In my D&D game, murder hobos you. What? Hobos murder you. Hobos murder you. Okay. And then... Yeah, I'm gonna do Bungdo initiative separate. Bungdo. Come here.
no.
Okay. So... Do that. Cool. So Chance, what you doing?
I want to attack the asshole.
The guy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why sneak attack?
Advantage.
Because the guy hasn't gone yet.
Gotcha.
Assassin rogues. Good at
Mhm.
one thing.
Going first.
What?
Going first.
Assassinating.
Okay. Cool. So, yeah, you fire your short bow at the mysterious stranger who just showed up, and yeah, it hits. Seems to like embed itself right in his chest, and he just sort of stands there unflinchingly.
I guess I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay. Maya.
Um. I'm going to try to punch this person. Really hard.
Okay. Um, let's see here. So yeah, you punch that person really hard, and yeah, I mean you connect, and it all seems to work as intended, I suppose. But again, kind of this strange, unflinching uh, attitude and response to what you're seeing in front of you.
Okay, I have to find what I'm looking for. Well, regardless, I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
Try to punch.
All right. Yeah, that definitely hits. So 2 solid punches. As yeah, this person just stands there as well.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do that and that. So I am going to spend a key point and I'm gonna have it so that I can knock it prone
Okay.
if I hit one of my next 2 attacks.
Okay.
So, boom, boom.
All right. Well, one of them hits.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, a third hit comes across, and you do manage to throw this person off balance, and there's a loud thud as they fall to the ground.
They made a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
They failed.
Yeah.
Do they look injured at all, though?
Yes, but like not in the sense of like, I mean, okay, a normal person, if you did that to them, they'd be dead.
Well, yeah.
This person does not seem to be normal.
Well, I also gathered that they rose up as a liquid.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So then I assume that's it for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let us see here.
Ding.
Shaw.
All right. So, the halfling reaches out and just lays a hand on Togar, who I need to make a wisdom save.
Alright.
Okay. So first thing, you are going to take 15 points of psychic damage as this white hot burning sensation just takes over your mental space for the time being. And effectively, anytime you do anything that requires a d20 roll, you're also going to have to follow it up with a d4 and subtract the d4.
Damn.
Okay.
So she just fucked me up.
Yeah, and as you look around, you kind of see the rest of this scene unfolding here. Lilith back against the wall, Maya having just run up and beat the shit out of this person. Chance again shooting and dealing a shit ton of damage to this unresponsive person. And then, wait, what the fuck is that crocodile doing there? And where's Bungdo?
I'm still a crocodile.
I know that, and you know that, but Togar doesn't know that.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Am I regarding it as an enemy?
You just have no recollection of there being a crocodile.
I mean, do I know if it's friendly or?
You have no idea. It's a crocodile that you didn't.
All right. Do I remember
Kansas
the fact that
standing
she
next to a
fucking just reached out and touched me and hurt me?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I got all the info I need to know.
Okay. And at the same time, the one in front of Maya is going to right himself, and he holds out a hand, and instead of trying to touch Maya, you see the flesh of his hand kind of extend and take on this sort of fluid state for a moment. And it makes kind of this, it stretches out for about 3 feet and makes sort of a whipping motion and lashes out to attack Maya.
He's whipping me with his.
His
Ah.
fluid hand. It's like
Yeah.
the fucking water temple monster boss from Legend of Zelda.
All right,
Or
and
Terminator.
that is that is a 19 to hit.
Dang it! Yes.
All right, so you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of psychic damage.
Just because I'm so upset, like, what the crap? His hand came unattached and slapped me.
All right, and that's it. Lilith.
Alright, Lilith turns and glares at that stupid halfling. Just whips an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Which I hit it twice. Yes, it
So yeah, you hit it. You hit the halfling once, and yeah, again, it impacts, and there's a reaction in the sense that like you can tell that she was hit, but there's no gasp of pain or anything beyond just raw physics in action here.
Okay. Go right here too. That's it.
How tall is the ceiling here?
Probably about 30 feet.
Okay.
All right, Togar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna measure something here. All right, I'm going to. Damn it! I can't. All right, I'll Misty Step there,
Okay.
and then I'm going to pop over here and kind of peek around Maya. And by pop over there, I mean use my movement to walk between the two. And I'll say, "Oh, Lilith, you got her right." And I'm gonna reach around Maya and toss a dagger at this one.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you throw it, and there's now a dagger sticking out of this person's chest, just standing there with a dagger embedded like 4 inches into his chest plate. Like no big deal.
and then I'm just gonna look at Maya and go, Maya, where's the fucking crocodile come from?
I turn a
on
little
my
bit
turn.
and bellow at him.
I'll kind of like jump and I kind of hide behind Maya, away from him.
Okay, and that's it.
Yep.
Bungdo, what you doing?
I am going to move over to. How do I ping again?
You click and hold.
That one.
Okay.
I'll move like here, and then I'm gonna bite him.
Okay. So you snap at the human female that you see standing here,
Munch.
And let's see, yeah, you actually miss, or I think the human is able to kind of just
Fucking
dodge out of the way, just a little bit, and yeah, no luck. Anything else?
Nah, I'm gonna stay there.
Chance.
I want to shoot the guy again.
Okay.
Is this person gone yet?
Have they?
Oh no.
All right, and yeah, you let loose another arrow. The guy who's standing there already with one arrow just jutting out of his chest bends back in this really unnatural sort of position, like almost bent back into a U shape to dodge out of the way and then snap back up.
Ew. I want to. Am I able to hide from individual enemies?
I get. I mean, like, what's the thinking here? Like, hide behind Bungdo or something, so that one can't.
Yeah.
I'd allow that.
Alright. And can I, like, do a stealth check behind it?
Yeah, go for it. Cool.
Forgot I was there.
Maya, what you doing?
So I have a question.
What is your question?
If I were to fall on someone from 30 feet up, how much damage would I do to them?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean it's basically like fall damage, kind of.
How much is fall damage?
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
6 per 10 feet or something?
Yeah, so let's see.
Might use
Yeah, 1d6 for every 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, so 3d6.
Can, who's coloring? Or something?
You're coloring.
I am not coloring.
You're always coloring.
No, I'm not. Right now, I am not coloring, but the scratching noise is driving me up the wall. Yes. Okay. So the person in front of me, I'm just gonna lay into them again. And knock them down again, if I can. And this. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
So as long as one of the last 2 hits.
Yeah. So the first and third attacks hit. And yeah. So then you're attempting to knock him prone again?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Knocked prone once again.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. So, you watch as the recently knocked prone male just sort of like folds up in, again, this really unnatural kind of posture and seems to get sucked down through the floor. Just kind of streaming through just a few little cracks. And
Is an ooze.
or something along those lines, perhaps.
A humanoid ooze. It's the thing in Men in Black.
Okay. Then the human female that Bungdo has been attacking is
Can you
going
see
to.
fireworks out the window.
No.
Okay.
The human female that Bungdo has been attacking is going to reach out toward him, making an attack roll in the process, I think. Or, oh wait, no, this one is, I need a wisdom save using Bungdo's wisdom.
You got this.
Yeah, he's a +9.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it, we never subtracted that D4 from Togar's attack roll.
Oh.
So let me roll D4 real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so actually there was not a dagger sticking out of that guy that was on the floor, but that doesn't affect anything, so no worries there.
Oh.
So he didn't take any damage from it?
No.
Because Togar missed.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
All right. So first things first.
I mean, originally, because you said it didn't matter.
Well, it didn't matter because I'll explain later.
Okay.
But it didn't matter. It's. I guess what I'm saying is, the amount of damage from the dagger was not the deciding factor in like him disappearing into the floor.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Bungdo, in your crocodile form, you are not going to be in your crocodile form anymore. As you take.
Oh, I yelled it's Bungdo to Togar on my turn. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna take 29 points of damage.
Ooh.
Christ
Psychic
on a-
damage. So let me delete that. Move that there. And then subtract the difference from Bungdo's HP. And Bungdo as well now. Anytime you do anything D20 roll, we're gonna have to roll a D4 and subtract. Also, well, we'll get to that later. Cool. Then the halfling is going to walk over toward Chance and seemingly like erupting from her stomach area, other tentacle-like appendage just reaches out and makes a whipping motion toward Chance and crits for 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 13 points of psychic damage for a combined 24.
I would like to uncanny dodge.
Okay. Can one dodge psychic damage, I wonder?
No. It's only for physical.
Okay. So then in that case, instead of taking a combined 24, you take a total of 17.
Well, the way they word it actually doesn't. Now that I'm looking at it, here, I'll link it. You can just have the attack's damage.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess it is.
Yeah, so 12 total points of damage. Not bad for getting crit.
That is good to know, though.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's going to be it for the enemies. Lilith, do you have your headset on?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so Lilith takes a look at this stupid halfling who I keep almost calling a hobbit. She hates her very much, so she is going to cast. Oh wait, no, I can still do it. Alright, so I'm gonna do this on the halfling, but I'm gonna do it so it only hit.
You cut out at hit.
Oh, I'm doing it. Wait, where did the halfling go?
Right there.
Is that the halfling?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing it on the halfling.
Okay.
That's not a
So,
lot of damage.
deck save. That's a 9 on the deck save. Okay. So yeah, the stones of hail just like materialize out of nowhere and just pummel this halfling, just beating the shit out of her. At least so it appears. Again, you don't see any blood or bruises or anything appearing on the form of this halfling, but I mean, you're doing the damage. Yeah. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Togar.
The man's still standing there, isn't he?
Yeah, that's this one down here.
All right. And my thing against, or the thing with the crocodile thing, that's over since I see it's Bungdo. Right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know Bungdo is Bungdo.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna peek around Maya, so I'll just put myself there for the sake of it, and I'm gonna say, "What are you?" to the man, and then I'm just gonna duck back behind Maya. And
Okay.
I'm gonna hold an attack if either it takes if he takes an aggressive move at us, I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Okay.
So that'll
Cool.
be it.
Bungdo. Phil.
Ugh. Shed blight on the one in front of me. I was muted.
Okay. All right. Con save. It just makes the save with a 17.
Alright.
All right, but yeah, I mean, you do still see some like extremities of the thing begin to rot and kind of instead of like decomposing like flesh, I think they just sort of begin to drip away and just get more slimy in appearance. You can kind of tell now that this thing is. You can tell just from looking that this thing is not entirely human per se. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Chance?
Is the floor covered in sewage or anything?
Not sewage. I mean, every surface down here has been covered in a slippery, oozy substance to some extent. Like the same stuff that you would have seen in that basement back in town.
Alright, I would like to disengage as bonus action.
Okay.
And then, let's see. I'd like to use feline and agility to double my movement speed for the turn. And I'm
Okay.
just gonna kind of move over here.
All right.
And
That's
then
it?
Can I shoot at the guy down there again?
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, and again, you just watch as, like, sideways this time, it just kind of looks and sees the arrow coming and just bends in this unnatural U shape to a point where his head almost bounces off the floor before snapping back up to a standing position.
What is he, a door stopper?
Alright,
That's
anything
it.
else? Okay. Maya.
Um. Okay. Ooh. Do I have any idea what these creatures might be? I don't think so. No.
I mean, yeah, probably not.
No. Um.
But I think with everything we've seen, there might be somebody in the party who I will let you know you can make a check when your turn comes back around.
Yes.
5. I'm gonna attack this person. Twice. Choom,
Okay.
choom.
Yeah, and
I
just
don't like
thump
being
thump
snuck
easy.
Snuck
Hmm?
up on. I don't like being snuck up on.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do this one and disengage. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Hmm. All right. So then I think the halfling is going to kind of close in on Bungdo a little bit. And this time the human female oh yeah, she did it last time too. She's going to reach out toward Bungdo. And again, this time you see another, like, extension of the arm, and there's this, like, whipping motion of some weird pseudopod kind of appendage that just attempts to smack you in the face.
Wunderbar.
Yeah, you know, just D&D things. What the fuck? That's a crit again. 10 bludgeoning plus 9 psychic for a total of 19 points of damage.
Alright, no worries. I can take it.
Is that all you
Hack
got?
You have the most hit points out of all of us. You are our tank. You are our squishy tank.
Okay. And then I think the halfling is going to reach out and kind of clasp Bungdo's shoulder. And I need Bungdo to make another wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
Does he have to
Fuck
subtract
off.
4 from his wisdom save?
He does have to subtract 4 from his wisdom save, but doesn't matter because 23 is enough. That crocodile wisdom, though. Okay. So yeah, you feel almost like something is about to be pulled away from your consciousness, but you focus to a point where you can just like fight through it and ignore whatever's happening. All right. Lilith, before we get to your turn, make a history check.
Roll high.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't seen something like this before firsthand, but you've dealt with a number of things that are more than tangentially related to it. So I think a 14 is enough to basically say that this reminds you of a creature you heard about back in your days in the Underdark that was the result of a long series of experiments on the parts of the Illithid. If they were to expose native oozes and similar creatures to the influence of an elder brain, sometimes creatures known as Oblex came to exist. And essentially what those were, they were ooze-type creatures that were capable of absorbing memories from and eventually even replicating their victims. Mostly in attempts to lure more victims for there to be more memories to feast upon. So that's a thing.
Yeah. Right. That's gross. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put my mouse back after. Oh no! Where's my spell? Oh. All the things for my spell done. Okay, whatever. I'll just do an Eldritch Blast. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that stupid halfling again. Even angrier this time.
Okay. Yeah, the first one misses, but the second one just hits square, and yeah, you watch as this time the halfling kind of like seems to take the damage and then like splits, almost kind of with each side just flopping loosely before it claps back together and like seals itself back up.
Ew, I hate it. Oh, that's it though. Why? I like that we're all just like tucked in this corner. Like they're all
kept,
over
like,
there.
going behind me.
What?
Everyone kept going behind me.
Okay. Togar.
Did you say any of that to us or no?
You really broke up there, but I think you're asking if it said anything about what it is.
Well, yeah, I said, did Lilith say anything to us?
Oh.
Did anyone say anything to us?
Yeah.
Lilith got too angry and didn't. She's just focusing on killing it.
Okay.
Alright,
That's fair.
well, if Lilith's killing it, that's good enough for me. I'm gonna step out here,
I really like that mentality.
and I'm gonna throw my dagger, and it's probably gonna miss.
Yes, it is.
Alright, well, I'm going to recall the dagger and the kunai that I gave to that, and I'm gonna throw it again.
Okay. Roll a d4.
Yeah. Nope.
Not so much.
Cool. Yep. I'm just gonna step back here and say, "Fuck! What are these things?" Then I'll end my turn.
Bungdo.
Yes. I'm gonna. I'm gonna ice knife.
Okay.
The one next to me, if it was not already specified.
There's two next to you.
The one straight in front of me that I've been attacking.
Okay.
Okay. Roll a d4.
D4.
Does it get subtract? Wait. Why?
Yeah, it does.
Bungdo was attacked with that skill twice. One of them succeeded. Okay. So it's a negative on the attack roll component of it. And then DC 17 dex save. Boo. Okay, it makes it save. So then, is that half damage or no damage?
No damage.
I'm actually not sure on.
Well, I know Becca has it on another character, so
Alright, no damage.
I'll
Jesus.
trust her judgment. Okay.
It's too low of a spell for half damage.
Yeah, that's fair. Anything else from Bungdo?
No.
Okay. Chance. Brown, are you muted?
Maybe. I'll try and shoot that guy again.
Okay. And shoot him, you do. You like split the first arrow.
Guess that'll be my turn then.
Okay. Maya.
Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to attack this one,
Okay.
and I am going to try and knock her down.
Okay.
Or no, I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna try and push her. No, I'll knock her down. I'll stay here and knock her down. If I can.
Okay.
So I think all of those hit.
I think all of those do hit.
Unfortunately, I critted on a one. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's a lot of hits. And yeah, you just unload on the halfling here, using her as like a punching bag. Yeah.
DC 15.
You're doing the knockdown one again?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a dex.
Yep. I'm just opening up the character sheet. There we go.
What were these things called?
Oblex.
Yeah. Oblex. All right. And it fails the save. So. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, I think the halfling is going to turn around and reach out toward Maya. I need Maya to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Ouch.
Right. So, first of all, Maya is going to take 18 points of psychic damage.
Ouch. So
And
she got up and then did this.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so 18 points of psychic damage. And yeah. So the D4 thing applies now.
Okay.
And after that happens, all three of these shapes just get sucked back down under the ground through the little crevices in the cave floor. And at least for the time being, you seem to be left alone.
Nice.
I'm looking around and saying, we need to get the fuck out of here.
What?
Convenient cutout. We need to get the.
We need to
We
get out of
didn't
here.
hear you curse because you censored yourself.
Yep.
Okay, after hearing you wanting to know what they are, Lilith snaps her head around. Those are creatures created with mind flayers.
Oh,
Yes,
The
we do
squiddy
need to
things?
get out.
all right, yeah, let's go.
We'll pick it up from there next time.
It's our lucky chance.